Hey, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Mr. Opulent here, and in this video I'm going to be speaking about tracking, and this is going to be one of the most important videos you're going to have to watch because tracking is the basis of how we actually make money when it comes to paid advertising. So in this video I'm going to speak about tracking and how to really make tracking simple and how to predictably and mathematically grow a six-figure plus automated online business where your money's working for you as opposed to you working for money. And big income disclaimer before I do start this, I do want to make sure that you guys know that any kind of income proof is not guaranteed. Any kind of income examples, I can't guarantee that as a way of income. I'm going to show you guys what's working for me. And obviously, I'm going to try and show you guys exactly what I'm doing so you can do that for yourself, so you can become successful, but I can't guarantee any kind of income that you're going to be able to make from this kind of information. But I'm going to show you guys exactly what's working for me, what I've done to be able to produce over 7 figures for myself, and hopefully it can work for you. So when you're actually launching a campaign, whether it be a CPA campaign, just a marketing campaign in general, where you're running paid advertising, it doesn't matter if it's a Shopify campaign, it doesn't matter if it's a campaign to CPA products, affiliate products, any modality of marketing is the exact same when it comes to paid advertising. And it's very, very simple. First things first is that we run traffic to a tracking link with a hypothesis in mind. Now, what I mean by a hypothesis is you have to have a theory of what you believe is going to work, and you have to have kind of an idea of a test or an experiment that you want to start. So for example, I might run a campaign with 5 different ads with a theory that I've researched these ads. These are the type of ads that people in the marketplace are making money from. I think possibly that one of these ads might work with a specific type of product that I'm pushing, okay, that might be similar to my competitors. And that's my hypothesis. I believe that it might work in a specific geographical location, on a specific device, so it could be phones I might be targeting, and I have this hypothesis that this may work. You don't want to be too sure of yourself, or if you see something working for somebody else, you automatically think that it must work for you because there's so many factors involved and there's so many factors that come into play. But you want to have a hypothesis in mind, a theory of an experiment that you want to test, and you want to run everything through a tracking link. Once you've done that, you then want to collect data through a tracker that may support or disprove your hypothesis. Okay, so what I mean by that is once you run traffic, once you actually have people clicking on your tracking links, people that you're actually paying for when it comes to paid advertising, just clicking on your ads, you're going to be able to see some data. You're going to be able to see where conversions are coming in and where conversions are not coming in. And it's very, very simple. You just want to see it like any kind of like shop or any kind of business whereby you buy something at one price and you aim to sell it for a higher price. That's it. So if you can see that you're paying on Facebook, for example, $1 per click, but you can see that you're earning $2 per click through your tracking reports in a specific geographical location. So it might be you're earning $2 per click in UK, whereas in the US you're earning 50 cents per click and you're paying $1 per click. Then you know that you want to basically ramp up where you're getting $2 per click because that's what's making you money. And it's the same thing if you, I don't know, if you have a pack of Oreos that you buy for $1, you want to sell the pack of Oreos for higher than $1. Same thing when it comes to running campaigns, that you see where conversions are coming from, and then when you see your tracking reports, you want to see where are you earning more than you're paying. That's it. That's it. Anybody that tells you want to look at anything else is lying to you because that's not. You can't logically make profit any other way. You want to be able to see through your tracking reports where the conversions are coming from that is earning you more than what you're paying. And that's going to either support or disprove your hypothesis, meaning that you might be able to see that one specific place is making you money and another place is not making you money, right? So for example, Android might be making you money and iPhone might not be making you money. So your hypothesis now is going to allow you to believe that, okay, maybe I just want to target my campaign just to Android, okay, and exclude iPhone. Then once you've done that, you want to make adjustments to your marketing funnel based on statistically significant data. This is something that newbies have a problem with. They want to run a campaign and think a campaign is going to be profitable after 10 minutes. And oftentimes they start pausing stuff prematurely because they start realizing, oh my gosh, like seeing red is painful, right? They have a association to seeing a negative report on a campaign means pause everything, okay? Even if it just means you've got one conversion on your campaign, which isn't statistically significant. Now, what I mean by that is if you were to flip a coin, I don't know, like twice, okay, and it was to land on heads twice, does that mean you have a 100% chance of getting heads? Absolutely not. Now, if you were to flip a coin, I don't know, like 100 times, then you're gonna probably see that most of the time you're gonna get, most of the time it's going to be evenly split. So you're gonna have 50% of the times that you flip a coin, it's probably gonna be heads. 50% of the time you're gonna flip a coin, it's gonna be tails. And the reason that you can say it's gonna have a better kind of you're gonna be able to make decisions better by doing it a lot of times is because you have a bigger sample size. Whereas if you were to flip a coin twice, let's say for example, if you were to have 2 conversions on a campaign, it doesn't give you a big sample size, and the bigger the sample size, the more significant it's going to be, which means it isn't going to be by luck, it's probably going to be by actual hard data. Okay, you don't want to make decisions based on luck or by chance, because that's what becomes gambling. And that's why you always want to make sure that if you're a newbie, you just have to, I don't know, read some motivational books on how to just disassociate yourself from money, because you really have to gain statistically significant data in order for you to be able to make adjustments to your marketing funnel. But this is essentially the step-by-step process for launching a campaign. You run traffic to a tracking link, you collect data through your tracker, and after you've done that, you want to make adjustments to your marketing funnel based on statistically significant data, and you repeat this process by, let's say for example, you've got 5 ads that you're running, you now pause 3 of them, because you've now seen that all 3 of them are not performing well for you after you've got a lot of data. You then run more traffic and try and split test the 2, and you try and improve on the 2. Okay, so it's a very, very simple process. And your whole goal with paid advertising is very simple. You want to spend $1 in advertising, you want to make back $1 plus in revenue, and then you're going to be able to profit the difference. And I'm just going to make it very, very simple. It doesn't matter what business you're in. Every single business tries to operate like this, where they buy something for one price and they sell something for another price. And with paid advertising, all your goal is you're buying advertising. That's your actual product. You're buying advertising and you're sending that advertising to a specific product, okay? And you're trying to make more from the product sales and more from the product revenue, okay, then you're paying in the cost of the advertising. And if you can do that, you're going to be able to profit the difference. And once you have this system going on again and again and again, you're going to have the advertising running for you 24/7, whether you're sleeping, whether you're awake, it doesn't matter. And this literally can allow you to create an ATM machine that keeps printing money into your bank account. So in order to do this, you need to be able to know exactly which variables are producing profit and which ones are not producing profit. And you want to be able to do this through tracking and testing. And if you don't track and test, you don't know, it becomes gambling. And I don't want you guys to go into any kind of paid advertising where you're gambling, because it's going to be risky. I do not advise that to anybody. You're going to have a very, very low chance of being actually long-term successful. Yes, you might have a couple of campaigns that you might be able to get by luck that might produce you money. But if you don't track and you don't test, you don't know. And if you don't know, then you can't really build a scalable, sustainable business. So I use a tracker called Test Easily. So you can actually get that on testeasily.com. I'm probably going to include a link to Test Easily somewhere around this video. But the reason why I use this tracker is because it gives me all the information I need, and it allows me to do a lot of advanced stuff. And I've used other trackers before in the past, like CPV Labs, Volume, all those kind of trackers like that. But the reason why I like Test Easily is because it allows you, and the reason why I would advise Test Easily is because number one, it's probably the easiest tracker to actually use compared to all the other trackers I've seen. The reporting as well is very, very easy to be able to see and segment my data and see what's profitable and what's not profitable. And one of the other third major reasons is because it's really made with the kind of notion in mind that a lot of newbies, they have a hard time testing. So you can do a lot of advanced features like A/B testing or multivariate testing without ever having to actually delve into the code. Whereas with other trackers, sometimes you don't have multivariate testing options even available. And don't worry if you don't know what multivariate testing is, just a higher level of testing. But basically with other trackers, you have to just delve into the code. You have to like just edit stuff within the code. You have to do like with Test Easily, you can basically test everything visually without having to know any kind of line of code or any kind of bit of code. And that's why I love using it. Okay, so you can actually get it on testeasily.com. Right now, it's actually in beta, so you might be able to secure a beta invitation. If it depends what time you're watching this video, it probably is going to be out by the time you're going to be watching this video. But that's personally what I use, and I've kind of taken a lot of my campaigns from CPV Labs to Test Easily. And here's why you want to track everything. I'm going to show you guys like a live example. This is actually a screenshot of a very, very newbie friendly kind of campaign. That's in my testing account in Test Easily, and you can see right now that the campaign is actually a mobile campaign, and within Test Easily you can literally just click on a campaign, which is a set of tracking links, and you can simply just click on it, and see exactly which device is performing the best for you, which operating system is performing the best for you, exactly what ad is performing the best for you. It literally tells you this information, so you don't have to worry about it. So with this campaign, you can see that the majority of our traffic is coming from mobile. So that's what it says on the device type, it says phone. And you can see that right now, if you actually look onto the cost column, we spent $250 on this campaign, and we've made about $240, okay, in revenue. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm not making money, I'm gonna shut this campaign down. But here's why you must track everything. Because you can see that if we actually look at this, we're running all the majority of the advertising right now on, or I think it's most of the advertising right now on phone. I think the 3 clicks you can see on desktop was probably me testing my tracking links. But you can see that the actual amount that we are paying for every single visitor, which is CPV, cost per visitor, is 20 cents. Okay, so that's how much we're paying for every single click to our tracking link. And if you actually look at how much we're earning for every single visitor that comes through and clicks on our tracking link, it's actually 19 cents. So again, we're spending 20 cents to acquire a visitor, and through our earnings per visitor, which is essentially the total amount of revenue that we make divided by the amount of visitors that we have, that's going to calculate our earnings per visitor, we can see that we're making 19 cents, okay? So right now the campaign is pretty much breaking even, but this does not mean this is a failing campaign, because of tracking, we can actually delve deeper into this campaign, and we can actually see that even though the campaign is doing negative 4% ROI, pretty much breaking even, we're pretty much spending how much we're making. If we actually delve deep into this exact same campaign, we can actually notice something. So if we go deeper into operating system, this is why I love mobile, because mobile, you might find that one operating system might do bad and another operating system might do really, really well, and you can just ramp up on the operating system while your competition is still trying to ramp up on the other operating system, okay? So that's why I personally love mobile. But the same campaign, you can see that if we delve deeper, and this is still a screenshot of my test easily tracking account, so you can see that on Android, we are actually paying 20 cents per visitor, and we're earning 5 cents per visitor. And that means that our ROI is negative 76%, and we're actually losing quite a bit of money by targeting Android. But if we look on iPhone, okay, this campaign right now is targeting Android and iPhone. So we look at iPhone, we can see that we're still paying 20 cents per visitor. But if you actually look at how much we're earning per visitor, we're actually earning 47 cents per visitor. So that's why on iPhone, our return on this campaign is actually 137%. So that means we're literally doubling our money just by targeting iPhone. So think about this logically. If you can see that Android, you're actually earning way less per visitor compared to what you're paying, and on iPhone, you're actually making way more per visitor than what you're actually paying, then the hypothesis is now allowing us, the data is telling us that our hypothesis works for iPhone, okay, specifically. So we want to basically make adjustments to our campaign, and we can simply go into the traffic source, and then we can just pause Android, and we can just run solely iPhone. And that's how we make money with CPA. Now this campaign will literally be able to flip our money and probably be able to double our money if we just make one adjustment, and we were to turn off Android and we're to just focus on iPhone. Then literally we're going to be paying 20 cents per visitor still, earning 47 cents per visitor, which is over doubling our money. And we can literally run that campaign, make adjustments to our campaign, and continue the process, continue the 3-step process that I explained to you earlier in this video. Okay, so that's exactly why you want to track everything, because the losing campaign might not be a losing campaign. And when you collect data, oftentimes your campaigns are going to look like this, where they're not going to be profitable out of the gate. But you want to be able to identify the profitable elements of your campaign to be able to make the money with your campaign. And right now, this is just telling us very, very simply within Test Easily that iPhone is doing the best for us. Let's run iPhone, very, very simply. So your ability to make profits with paid advertising is directly proportional to your ability to identify profitable elements of your marketing funnel. So if you can literally follow that process that I just did, which is not a hard process, I mean, it doesn't require rocket science to be able to make that decision, which is, okay, I can see on Android, I'm paying this amount and I'm earning this amount that's less than what I'm paying. Let me pause it. On iPhone, I'm earning way more than what I'm paying. Let me run it, let me scale it, let me increase the amount of traffic that I get from iPhone. Okay, so that's why you want to be able to identify profitable elements of your marketing funnel, and the people that really make the big bucks when it comes to affiliate marketing, people that do 7 figures plus per year, are only the ones that can identify profitable elements of their marketing funnel, and they ramp it up. And the stuff that doesn't do well for them, they just pause it. And that's very, very simple. That's the decision-making process. And the person who can identify the most profitable elements of their marketing funnel wins. So you want to be able to identify the ads that do the best for you to a specific landing page, to a specific offer. You want to identify the landing pages that do the best for you. You want to be able to identify the headlines that do the best for you. You want to be able to identify the images that do the best for you. So that's why it comes through not only just tracking, but testing, because you want to test different hypotheses, different theories, different experiments, and be able to identify what ones produce you the most profit. Okay, so even though iPhone might be doing really well, what happens if I can delve in deeper and I can see that iPhone 7 does way, way better than iPhone 6. So I might be able to bid higher on iPhone 7 compared to bidding on iPhone 6. So that's why we want to be able to develop the skill set when it comes to affiliate marketing, period, of being able to identify the most profitable elements of your marketing funnels, even when it is negative. And if you can do that, you can start doing alchemy, where you can turn a negative situation or turn a negative business into a profitable, highly lucrative business that can literally change your life. And you really want to become a god at reading data and making decisions on that data. Now, I really want to emphasize that, because you want to become the best in your industry. If you wanted to highlight one skill set when it comes to affiliate marketing that's going to allow you to produce the life that you want to be able to produce, it's going to be your ability to be able to read data and make decisions on that data. That's the only thing that separated me from the people that really struggled when I started with affiliate marketing and still struggling, is that I really just focused on one skill and one skill only, which was becoming a god. I'm not even a god right now, right, at reading data. Don't get me wrong. There's people that are way better than me at reading data. But I wanted to really focus on becoming very, very skilled at being able to read data and make decisions on that data from my tracking reports. And literally, I was just doing that in my pajamas, and I was able to literally go from making $10,000 to $100,000, then to $200,000, $500,000, and $1,000,000. And literally, that just came from being able to read data and make decisions on that data. And literally, the dream life that I wanted to be able to attain for myself started to manifest. Okay, so I mean, if I can do it, I definitely know that you guys can do it. And I mean, you want to be the Warren Buffett of being able, the way Warren Buffett is able to read annual reports, and he spends the majority of his day reading annual reports and being able to make decisions on different companies, of whether to acquire a company that is undervalued, and being able to obviously build up the company and do whatever he needs to do to be able to make a high return from the company. He just basically reads annual reports, and he basically looks at companies that are undervalued, and he's able to acquire them at a good rate. And if you can do the same thing when it comes to tracking reports and being able to look at basically opportunities that are undervalued that other people are not looking at right now, that you can really milk it from, that you can really make a killing from, and be able to buy a lot of that traffic. So it could be iPhone traffic that might be doing really well for you. It could be a specific ad that's doing really well for you. It could be a specific combination of ad, landing page, offer to a specific device that might be doing really well for you. It might be a specific combination of headline, image, and call to action on your landing page that might be doing really well for you. And Test Easily allows you to see all of this kind of information, and it allows you to make these adjustments, right, without having to know a bit of code. So that's why I love it, because it allows me to make even more money. And I've never had a negative return on investing in a tracking software. So if you guys can become a god at reading data and making decisions on that data, and think to yourself that, how can I be the Warren Buffett of my industry, right? How can I be the best of my industry, where people come to me because of my skill? And you can develop the one skill set that you need to become successful in this game, which is being able to read data from a tracking report and being able to make decisions on that data. That's when you can literally change your life and literally like excel your life, and be able to manifest the exact amount of money that you want without actually having to work for that money. Okay? And just remember that all it takes is one profitable ad to change your life. I mean, I've had ads out here that literally can make more in profit from just one ad that's running on autopilot virtually, with me just making small adjustments. But this ad is effectively running on autopilot that's made more money for me from just one ad than somebody earns in a whole year working for somebody. Okay, and I'm out here in like my pajamas, or I might be in bed, I might be out here relaxing, I might be doing a lot of stuff, and the ad is just running 24/7. And ads, I mean, it's not like out of the ordinary to have one ad that might make you, I don't know, $10,000 per month in profit, okay, which is $100,000 in a year. then it might not be out of the ordinary to be able to have one specific ad that actually makes you, I don't know, what's an average income? Probably $40,000, $50,000 a year. Okay, it's not out of the ordinary to be able to have that. But if you can identify the profitable elements of your marketing funnel and run an ad to the profitable elements of your marketing funnel, that's when you can then start to produce the big bucks. But if you do not know what ad is profitable for you, what elements of your marketing funnel are profitable for you, you're just going to be guessing. You're going to be taking all your money in your bank account and putting a match like in a barrel with it, and you're going to be burning all your money, and it's not going to be good. Okay, so guys, that's why I'm telling you guys, if you guys track, if you guys understand how to read tracking reports, if you guys develop the skill set of being able to identify profitable elements and not profitable elements by very, very simply looking at how much you're paying and how much you're earning, how much you're paying, how much you're earning, how much you're paying, how much you're earning. If you guys can just develop that mindset, you're going to be able to become a god at affiliate marketing, and you're going to be able to literally go from wherever you're at right now to being able to produce the exact amount of money that you need to be able to have to be able to produce the life that you want to be able to have, and be able to have financial freedom in a very, very, very short space of time. Obviously, income disclaimer, I can't guarantee that, but all I know is how I went from somebody that had less than £100 to my name to being able to be somebody who has a, oh, my business right now produces literally 7 figures per year plus, right? Just for the fact that I can do this skill set, okay? And I've trained other people who have literally made 6 figures in their first 60 days of work, I think 60 to 90 days of working with me, just for the fact that I taught them how to do this skill set, and they went out and they just did a madness, okay? They just did an absolute madness, and I have testimonial videos as well to verify that, that you guys can obviously see, okay? So guys, if I can do this, you definitely can do this. I don't think there's a reason as to why I'm different from you guys. I just can read tracking reports very, very well. And if you can do that as well for yourself and start tracking and testing all your campaigns, you can go out there and kill it. Okay, so it's your boy, Mr. Opulent. Hopefully you got some value. Hopefully you understand the benefit of tracking. I'm going to leave a link to Test Easily as well somewhere around this video. So make sure you go get that. It might not be in beta at the time of this video, but right now I'm using it. And even though it has a couple of bugs here and there, it's still making me way more money than any other tracker out there. Okay, so it's your boy, Mr. Opulent. I'm going to see you guys on top.